I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
Well, with 8 races carded at Hollywoodbets Scottsville on Sunday, race number 4 will start off at Jackpot 1, and you need to get your bets on by 14:25. It's over 1,400 meters, and let's see if we can get some help with our 2 interviews, Michael Roberts and Peter Muscat.
The Bund is a very immature horse, but, I like him. He's a master of my fate. They can be a little bit quirky, but, he has got ability. I got quite excited about his first run because he was doing his best work at the finish. 14 will suit, probably a bit further even. He's drawn well, and if not too green, I expect a nice run from him.
Yeah, he's a potentially very nice colt in the making. Obviously, he's having his first visit to Scottsville, which can find them out over 1,400 meters. I expect him to be green, but I think he's going to make a very encouraging debut.
Definitely, still a bit backward, had a bit of a virus, after his first run, and a bit of coughing. He's over that now. Unfortunately, not drawn well, but, they got to start, showing, what ability they got. Yes, Seavis is a lovely big individual by Cranford Cliffs. He has come on from his first run. Probably a little bit green still, but I just took the 4 kgs off because I thought it might just help him a bit. Also not drawn too well, and if the apprentice don't run too wide, he can be sort of in contention.
Yeah, with the race splitting, he's come in to draw 12. He has got good gate speed, so I expect him to overcome the draw without spending too much petrol. He's nearly got runs on the board, having run second at his last 2 starts, and I think he was beaten by a pretty decent horse at his last start. I think they were about 3. The second horse was about 3 lengths clear of the third horse. So I think his form is pretty strong, and if he transfers the 2 promising poly runs to the grass, he could be the one to beat.
Well, at least we know for Pick 6 players that we can eliminate a few with the rule, with the first timers, just to try and narrow down the perm. But for Jackpot 1 players, well, you're going to have to listen into those interviews and make a decision, and maybe just wait for race time as well. I'll be working in Hollywoodbets Scottsville, and hopefully I can get comments from Garrett Van Zyl as well, because he's got 2 first-timers here, numbers 7 and 8. But for the Jackpot players, I think it looks a bit tricky here, Graham, because Pick 6, we can eliminate a few, as I mentioned, just to narrow down the perm and go with the race runners. How do you see the first leg of the Jackpot? It looks like a race where you're going to have to respect a few runners on how the stables are bringing them along.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trappy contest. They're betting 10-1 and better bar the top 4. So the 4 that are in single figures, Intimidator, 2-1 favourite, looking to put that local debut behind him. Fire Lord from the Mike de Kock stable, 3-1. He's one of my suggested place accumulator bankers. I'm expecting him to be running on very strongly into the money, but I'm a little concerned that 1,400 from a winning perspective might be a little on the sharp side. Wiley Riley, number 3, is at 7-2, and then, of course, the Peter Muscat runner, number 12, Wave Warriors, at 11-2 from an awkward draw. But as you heard, there's got plenty of gate speed, will get across. I think of those 4 runners, Wave Warrior offers pretty good value at 11-2. I think he's got as good a chance as Fire Lord, as good a chance as Wiley Riley, as good a chance as Intimidator. So of those 4, although Fire Lord is my suggested place accumulator banker, because I'm confidently expecting him to really be doing his best at the end, from a win perspective, Wave Warrior probably the best value. But as you said, they are betting 10-1 by the top 4. So if there's any money around for any of those other horses, then you've got to take note from a Jackpot perspective. Certainly we don't need to include the first timers in the Pick 6, but I think it's quite tricky.
I'm going to try and impress you because I spent some time on this. Google is such a fantastic tool. This horse, Fire Lord, last time ran behind a horse that, I couldn't make heads or tails what the name is. But
Okay, I'll give it a go.
You give it a go.
Aya Jalajokel, and of course it's that famous volcano that erupted in Iceland in 2010 that caused the aeroplanes to have to avoid the area because it, the melt and the lava and the ash spread so far across the globe.
Correct. Now you've done your homework, but the pronunciation I got is from an Icelandic website. And it's pronounced, and that's why I said I'm going to try and impress you. It's Eyjafjallajökull. Eyjafjallajökull. Okay. And it was an Icelandic lady that pronounced it, and she was doing the social media thing, and I just stumbled across it, Googling the name, and she says, I'm going to help you to pronounce this. In Icelandic, it's Eyjafjallajökull. And
well, you're far better researched than me.
Yeah, but you're right about and there was a great run behind Eyjafjallajökull last time out. And once he's had chances, I'm tending to agree with you as a place accumulator banker. That last start was a good run. He's been to the province. He hasn't raced at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, but he's been to the province. He's run it on the poly track, and I think he could be the right horse.
Albeit that I think he actually wants further Ds.
Yes.
One can't fault his form over 14. 3 seconds from 3 starts. I want him to do is run second.
I think he could run. He's a place, but this horse Wave Warrior now, he's bad luck with the draws continues. You just look at his 2 runs in the province on the poly track, wide draws, and Peter hit it on the head. It all depends if he gets a soft lead, because if he has to spend some energy, and these other jocks are going to be wide awake here. They know, Wave Warrior only knows one way. Do we let him go and let him dictate, or do we, let him spend some energy to get to his favorite position? It all depends on how much he does in the early part of the race. Coming back to Intimidator, did you mention priced up as a top one?
2 to 1, yeah.
Weak favorite.
I don't think there's value there.
He's going to be more alert this time. I don't know what happened last time out, but it certainly was not by design to give him a chance. That was too far off the pace. He had the draw. He wasn't poorly drawn or anything. Something happened, and he was slow away, and he found himself towards the back of the field. Draw 1, he's going to be more alert. You're going to see him in the race early. He's not going to waste that draw. And then Riley, Gavin van Zyle's runner, the 2 runs have been good. After that debut, Graham, I'm nothing against the horse, but I expected much better last time out. I thought it was the right type of field after that good debut behind a horse that's highly rated from the Dean Caname stable called Bright Green. I expected a bit better from him last time out. So, not that I was disappointed, but 1,400 meters I thought he'll really enjoy. But I'm not going to write him off just after 2 runs. But I agree with you, place accumulators could be Fire Lord. I'll be in the camp of Wade Warrior, but I'm hoping that Craig Zaki can ride him cleverly from the start.
So there you heard it from Dees. He's in the camp of Wave Warrior, and I think there is good value in the anti-post market to be had. I'm hoping that Fire Lord at least reaches the top 3.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle, and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.